A new year begins, and with that comes new opportunity and especially new construction under the Evertree. Critters are hard at work constructing buildings and hoping to find a place to finally call home in the Valley of Everdell, which was designed by James A. Wilson and published by Starling Games, who helped sponsor this video. Hey everyone, my name is Mike Murphy of the Brothers Murph, and I'm here at Board Game Geek. Now, spring is already underway, so let's get this game down to the table to go a little more in focus on Everdell Collector's Edition. In Everdell, players will be going through a year under the Evertree, working hard to play the best critters and constructions they can. Each player begins the game with 2 workers and a handful of cards. On their turn, players can choose to place one of their workers on the board, allowing them to collect resources such as twigs, resin, and stone, which will be used to construct buildings, or berries, which will be used to play critters. Other spaces on the board allow players to draw cards, claim basic events or special events, and some cards provide workers spaces as well. Once players have some resources, they can decide on their turn to play a card into their city. Cards can be played from a player's hand or directly from the meadow. Each player's city can hold a maximum of 15 cards. To play a construction, players must pay the resources listed on the top left of the card and then play it into their tableau. The building will be worth the victory points showing on the right side of the card. Each construction has a name and will offer some kind of benefit. In addition, in the bottom right of each construction, players will find a type of critter that belongs to that construction. If players have a construction built, they may play the matching critter from their hand or the meadow at no cost. Simply place a door on the construction to show the critter has found their home. Of course, players can also play critters on their turn by paying the cost and berries listed in the top left. Event cards can be claimed if players have the right cards played in their tableau. For example, the Grand Tour would require a player to have 3 red destination cards in play. Special events require players to have specific named cards in play. Once those cards are in play, a player can place their worker on the special event to claim it. Special events will be worth points and will often provide an added benefit when claimed. Both critters and constructions come in a variety of card types. Tan Traveler cards will activate once when played and will remain inactive for the rest of the game. Blue Governance cards will grant bonuses after playing certain card types and offer ways to play cards for a discount. Purple Prosperity cards will be worth their printed point value and will offer bonus points at the end of the game. Red Destination cards will provide special worker places for the owner and at times their opponents. Finally, Green Production cards will gain players the listed benefits several times a game. First when it is played, and then again as players prepare for the spring and fall seasons. Speaking of new seasons, what are all those matching animals on the Evertree for? Eventually, players will run out of workers, and resources may become scarce, or players may want to save resources and pass on to the next season to see what opportunities lie ahead. On these turns, the current player will remove all of their deployed workers. When moving into spring, players will gain an additional worker and activate all green production cards in their tableau. When going into summer, players will again gain an additional worker and draw up to 2 cards from the meadow. Going into fall, players will gain their final 2 workers and once again activate all green production cards in their tableau. Players decide when to move on to each season and will even decide when they wish to end their game altogether, so not everyone will finish all at once. In fall, players may play to the journey area to discard cards for victory points. Once a player has passed out of the last season and once again into winter, they tally up their score. They will score points for the printed value on all cards, any point tokens, special points provided from Purple Prosperity cards, journey points, and any basic or special events they scored. Once everyone has completed their year in the Valley of Everdell, the player with the highest score wins. Everdell is a beautifully rich world to inhabit. Building out a tableau of constructions and critters and trying to be efficient so you can stretch out your year as long as possible is a satisfying puzzle to put together. It's all about finding synergy in your humble forest town. And if Everdell seems like a game you'd like to explore further, consider checking out his page at BoardGameGeek.com. And until next time, I'm Mike Murphy. I've been here at Board Game Geek, and we have been going in focus on Everdell Collector's Edition. Have a great day.